So you want to learn League of Legends, You saw a clip of Faker, Did Faker do well? Do you want to do well too, You want to be Faker? You see Arcane? You like Jinx and Jace? You want to play, So first of all, looking at the map, you will see there are 3 distinct lanes: mid, top, bottom and jungle. All these lanes have very different difficulties, especially for beginners, where jungle is by far the hardest lane to get into because you don't really know what you're doing. You just run around the map, collecting monsters in your camps and get screamed at by everyone. The second is top lane, where you will be absolutely isolated and alone. Good fucking luck if you lose lane, you're not gonna have a great time anymore. But it is the most straightforward lane. You're not gonna be annoyed, you're gonna learn the game the hard way by just playing the game and not having any shit happen besides your enemy laner running you down. In contrast to the next easier lane, which is mid, where you won't have as miserable of a time if you lose lane, but there will be a lot of people trying to annoy you, and a lot of stuff going on because it's right in the middle. Next is ADC or bot lane, which is the only 2-person lane, and you will be the only one farming or killing minions in that lane, with a support kind of hanging out and, let's be honest, not really doing that much. Which is why it's the easiest role. I mean, high rank supports do a lot and basically carry the entire game, but that's not where we are. We just don't do much. But I wouldn't actually recommend starting on support because you don't learn how to farm, you don't learn how to actually manage a lane if you are alone, which is kind of the entire point of the game. So if you've selected your role and you're loading into a game, the first choice you will be presented with is what champ to pick. The roster splits evenly between complete rat shit and beyond busted, but you don't know who is what, so just pick anyone, it doesn't matter. The important part is that you select the correct lane and the game will give you all... Well, not really all, but it gives you a lot of champs that usually are played in this lane. After having made your selection, you will be presented with the Runes tab, where you can select your runes, which will help you do more damage, walk faster, get more mana, whatever. Just pick the ones that are recommended, because these are the ones a lot better players than you use. Or the advanced version is googling the build. What do the runes do exactly? I don't fucking know. Why would you ask me that? I would actually very much recommend for you to Google it, because the build website will also give you information on what items to buy, which will become important later. When you've loaded into the game and went to your designated lane you chose, which is hopefully not jungle, you can now start farming. So what's the point of the game? You want to make money. You want to make the most money because you want all the items. As a true capitalist, you are trying to make the most money to absolutely stunt on the poor. How do you make money? Well, you guessed it, by killing people. Minions give you like $20 if you kill them, I think, around. It gives you money. You need to kill them. Good players kill a lot of them. The number you should be aiming for is 10 minion kills per minute, which you won't do, but that's the mark. That's very good. And don't drop the cannon. The annoying part when playing your farming simulator is that there are other players who are trying to stop you from farming and try to farm you, because players also give money. So you have to try stopping them from stopping you, and maybe even killing them if they are stupid. But remember, there are also other things to look out for, which are called objectives. Objectives basically win you the game by giving you insane stat boosts or doing some other quirky stuff. Objectives will be the main worry of your jungler, but also of the enemy jungler, so you might need to help them out quite a lot if the objective is like right next to you and they ping for your help. These objectives are extremely important and the entire game basically evolves around them, especially in the later stages, but you will also do extremely well if you just farm well. The end goal of this game is to kill all towers in one or multiple lanes and to get to the Nexus, which is the big ass crystal that will make the enemy team lose immediately if it's destroyed and give you, I think, 50 gold, which is very nice. But we don't actually care about ending the game. The towers give us money. Precious money we can use to stunt on the poor again. In the first 14 minutes there are also plates up, which are like little health bars of the tower that you can kill to get even more money. do not underestimate how much money this gives you. It's 125 gold, which is a part of a full player kill or basically a full minion wave. So take those if you can. I recall this before a big ass update that changed how plates work. It's still roughly the same, it's just different HP bars per plate now. And also, you grow crystals around it, you do more damage if you haven't damaged it for a while, so basically after like 5 minutes you get the first plate guaranteed. Oh, that's nothing you do, let's take plates. You can also select summoner spells, which one of them is always flash, except for like a few characters, and the other one very much depends on what lane and what champ you're playing, with a lot of them in top and mid using teleport, which sends you to your tower or a minion in the later stages, and allows you to return to your lane immediately. Heal and ignite are common spells on support, where heal heals you and the person next to you and gives you a small speed boost. Ignite lights a player on fire and reduces their healing severely, and also probably leads to you stealing the kill from your ADC, which is very funny. ADC will mostly run Barrier and Cleanse, which are boring, and the jungler will run Smite, which is an item that does a lot of damage to monsters or minions. Fighting is a bit complicated, so I will reduce this down by quite a lot. The number one indicator of how you know when you have to fight is if you feel disrespected. Are they walking up to you? Are they walking up to your personal space? Did they just use their shit and are just now walking at you? Fine, kill them! Kill them immediately! How far you go in while you fight is always dependent on how much range your character actually has. You never want to be too close, but you never want to be so far away that you can't use your abilities. So if you're playing a ranged champ and you're getting molested by some buff guy, you fucked up and you're gonna die. The same goes for big team fights where your entire team is fighting the entire enemy team, and for lane. You always want to be at your max range. Other than that, how you play a team fight is very much dependent on the role and the type of character you're playing. If you are playing a bruiser, so a close range champ, you have to go in and try not to die. And if you are playing a tank, a close range tank, you have to go in. All ranged ADCs and mages try to play off their team and try to stay in the backlines, with the mages needing to play around their spells, which is where the damage comes from, and ADCs playing around auto attacks, meaning just clicking on people. Assassins are played by mostly mid laners and by junglers, and have a unique role, which is trying to get in, one-shot someone and get out immediately. And as an added bonus, if you play an assassin, you're a dirty rat and I hate you. I guess that's kind of it. If you have any more questions, Google it or ask someone who knows what they're talking about. Bye bye!